Hello there. Today I'm going to talk about why you sitting at your desk and then trying to sit up taller is probably ruining your spine. Because I know you think you should be doing that. You should be sitting tall and not rounded forward. And that's right. But the way you do it is probably wreaking havoc, not only in your spine, but also the muscles around it. So I'm going to dive into why that happens. Now, my name is Dr. Matt Pennetti, and I'm a Neuro-Structural chiropractor here in Greenwood Village. And what I do with most people every single day is address the lifestyle factors that are causing them pain. Might be back pain, might be neck pain, might be headaches, but typically there's some things that you're not necessarily aware of that you're doing every day, multiple times, is causing problems. And this position that you're mostly in at your desk is one of the biggest. So let me talk about it. Most people, when they sit at the desk, ignore the spine for a second, I'll get to it in a second. Most people sitting at the desk, you might start out upright, but eventually you start to round forward. And when you catch yourself, the first thing you'll do is sit up tall, which it keeps your shoulders straight, but what you're doing is you're hyperextending your low back. When you're sitting at the desk, you start to round forward, you bring your upper body up, but you also hyperextend that low back, which is a problem because it creates a ton of pressure and stress here. So people think, oh no, I'm watching my posture, I'm sitting up tall, but I'm still getting this back pain. Well, yeah, you're getting back pain because this is not the normal position for the spine. So how do you fix it? Well, every time you notice yourself rounding forward, you can't just sit up tall unless you're gonna hyperextend your low back. The answer is you've got to stand up, gather yourself, get your shoulders over your hips and your ears over your shoulders. So in what we call the stacked up position, make sure you're there and then sit back down at your seat. So every 20 minutes or so, when you notice yourself starting to round or shift forward, stand up, gather yourself, get your hips, shoulders, and ear in line, and then sit back down into your seat. Now, a bonus tip, don't try to sit into your seat. If you find yourself leaning into your seat or you've got a seat back that you like to sit into, you're typically going to round forward. It promotes that sort of thing. If you can avoid doing that when you sit down and keep your back distanced from the chair, that's the ideal thing because not only does it keep your core engaged, it also makes sure that you maintain an upright position until you just fatigue so much that you can't do it anymore, and then you got to reset yourself. So I hope you found this video valuable. I know it's probably counterintuitive to most. Try not to sit nice and tall when you're already seated. Stand up, gather yourself, and then sit back down. See you guys on the next one.